Hello, my name is Jonathan Dowdy, and I am a Cloud Solutions Architect at Nimbo. Today I'll be taking you through a quick demonstration of BizTalk on AWS. And to start, we'll just navigate to the AWS test drives page for Nimbo. And as you can see, there are a few here already: Amazon AWS, SharePoint 2013, Windows Backup Solution, S3 Glacier, and of course BizTalk server. To enter the BizTalk server test drive, just click on Enter. And you will see a screen very similar to this pop up. Ordinarily, there would be a little button here that says Start your test drive. However, I have already started one and therefore I reached it. But I'd like to just direct your attention briefly to the bottom right-hand side of the screen, which is the environment stack. Once you've clicked your Start button, you'll notice at the bottom right-hand side here, information will start to display. So you have your test type creation in process, your EC2 instance creation in process, and then it will let you know when your EC2 instance has been created. And then once your EC2 instance has been created, you'll receive an email alert, plus you can see it in the output here. And at the bottom, it will give you your username and password to connect to the instance. In addition to that, it will give you the public IP address, which you can copy and paste into your browser, into an RDP application, whether that's core if you're using Mac or remote desktop if you're using Windows. So once you connect there, you'll be launched into an EC2 instance, which has been pre-configured with BizTalk 2013, SQL Server 2014, and Visual Studio 2012. This is intended to be just a basic playground test drive. We've set up a very simplistic sort of answer and receive method, scenario for you, where there are two folders, one in and one out, and then there are a few hundred bogus files that we've created for you. And essentially in the demo, what we'll be doing is just copying those into an in folder, and then you'll see them automatically processed and placed into the output folder. And then we'll take a quick look at the SQL Server just to see where the events are, just to let you know that they are actually indeed being processed. So let's get started. I have already connected to my EC2 instance with the username and password and the public IP address. At the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a little icon. Looks like a wrench and a screwdriver and a little window behind it. That is the administrator console for BizTalk. At the top left-hand side, you'll see the console root. You'll see BizTalk Server Administrator. Just go ahead and open up or drill down into BizTalk Server Administrator. Drill down into the BizTalk group. And then once you've drilled down to BizTalk, you'll see application, REs, platforms that you would normally see in BizTalk, as well as the group hub. And then just click on applications, drill down, wait for that update, and you see that there are a number of different options here. The one that we'll be focusing on today is just simply application 1, which we'll read. Application 1, again, very simple. It has a send port and a receive port. The send port is fairly simplistic. You just open this up. The name is send port 1. The status is started, as indicated by the green circle with the arrow. The URI, which is just the path of files, is files out, message ID, and then it's going to be a text file. And the transport type is file. And you have your handler and application. If you want to see a little bit more information about that, we can just right-click, go to Properties, open that up, and again, just the basic information displayed, a little bit different, and it gives you a few more options. You have your name up here, send port 1, which is very important. You have your type, which is going to be a file. You have your URI, which is a file out, and then the server handler, which is BizTalk server application, and then send pipeline, which is pass-through transfer. Again, there are some options up here which you can play with. We've left this very plain Jane, so you have full free reign to do with it as you like. Just clicking through each one of these here. Okay, and then second we have, let's wait for this to close. Okay, next we have the receive port. You just click on that here. There we go. Receive ports. So if you just right click on receive port, go to properties. Again, very plain Jane, we've left it sort of bare bones for you. Just receive port 1 and send port 1. You can drill down and modify whatever you'd like to your heart's content. The biggest thing to remember really is the receive location, which you can see here is SQL and /files in, and then it says a star, which essentially just says it's looking for everything, all file types of any name. We'll just click cancel. There you go. Let's minimize the server administrator, and I'll draw your attention to our BizTalk test drive lab with a cool little Nimbo icon. Just double click that, and it's just basically a file location. It's basically just the in out that I described previously. You'll see in and out, all caps, and then you'll just see a couple hundred files, copy, and you can start placing one, a few, or all of them into the inbox. Just open up in before we do that. You see the folders empty. We'll go back and we'll open up the out. The folder is empty as well. Let's go back. And let's just go ahead and place, a handful of these into the out, or rather into the in, and open it up, and they were automatically processed. There's nothing there. You go to the out, all the files are there. You can open them up, and you can see what it says inside. You can create your own files. Again, whatever you want. It's meant to be a playground. It's a very basic program that we've set up utilizing BizTalk. And if you're interested, you can also just open up SQL Server, connect with Windows authentication. The default settings are fine. Click connect, drill down into databases, drill down into any one of these. Right now I'm just going to look at BizTalk, TTADB, click on tables. I can scroll down and find something like, let's see, take a look at message in out events. Just right click that, select the top 1,000 rows. It's going to give me all the information on each one of the files that processed from the BizTalk server side today and all time. You'll see there are going to be a number of additional items in there because we were using this for testing as well. So you have your UID, service ID, so on and so forth. Scroll over. You can see when it happens, the location, so on and so forth. So that's it. Let's close this down and close this down. And we are all done with our test drive. That is on.